junior middleweight champion of the world. WBA version. The challenger takes it away from the champ.
Man, I stuck it out with dogged determination and consistent perseverance. I'm back on top, back on top.
This is News Watch 10.
Good evening. Rhode Island's own Tasmanian Devil is in Kent County Memorial Hospital tonight with a fractured neck.
Vinnie survived the crash, but the prognosis was grim. The force of impact had broken his neck. Under cover of darkness, with the help of friends sworn to secrecy, he began a program of clandestine workouts. At last, more than 3 months after the crash, it was time for the halo to be removed. Vinnie, who hates drugs of any kind, refused painkillers, and one by one, with no anesthetic, the screws were slowly removed. After 3 more weeks in a protective collar, his neck stabilized even more. Vinnie was training like a gladiator.
I mean, I feel great. I just won a world championship again. 3rd time. 2 years after I broke my neck. It's a proud moment for me, my friends, and my family.
Throwing a right hook. Right hand by Pacienza. And down went Rosenblatt. A terrific up and fire. And he falls against the ropes. Rosenblatt is hurt. He is on shaky legs. Pacienza rushes in with time. He scores. Rosenblatt is hurt. He's ready to go again. He is on Green Street. It's all over. Pacienza wins. And he knocked down the referee. Oh, I can't believe that.
Paz might just have win 50 at his belt.
A winner with all that jazz.
Vinnie Paz! You guys ready? Let's...
Wow. Wow. You guys are really cool. You know when I knew you guys were really, really, really cool? When I knocked the ref out. Wow. 4 reasons why I won 5 world titles, and those 4 reasons will work for you massively. It will make things much easier. Persistence and determination. You gotta work hard, and you can't quit. Those 4 things brought me 5 world titles. Never quit. That's a big one. You can't quit because it's easy. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence and determination. Talent will not, genius will not, education will not. It's not how many times you fall that matters, it's how many times you rise that counts. That says a lot too, that's a big one. I became the 2nd fighter in the history of the world to go from lightweight to junior middleweight and win world titles. Life is a battle every day, and the battle is only over when you quit, and I don't quit. That is a famous saying by a legendary kid called the Tasmanian Devil. 5-time world champion, Vinnie Paz. Yes, I said it, and I mean it. Don't quit. You can do it. Each and every one of you can do it. Don't quit. Stay strong. And let's see if you got any questions.
Come up here real quick. So, Vinnie, you were gonna go from there. I'm gonna ask you.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every
All right. So, hey, thank you
All right,
so
all right.
much.
Can you maniacs tell me what the you're talking about? What does that mean? Somebody give it to me. You're in the front row. Montel.
I'm getting.
Look, Watch this. I want to teach you that. See? That's what it's about, champ. No, hey, we're a bunch of fired up people, and it gets so loud and rowdy. That's kind of something we call the whoosh, and then it all gets quiet so we can talk again.
That is so cool.
Try it out once. Do this. Wind it up, champ, and then whoosh it out. Wind it up.
Wait a minute, no, wait a minute. I want to know if he paid you to do this.
No, this is what we do. This is how we do.
Nah, that's too.
Give it a shot. Do it.
Cool.
Wind it up. Wind it up. Whoosh. He loves it.
Woo! That's awesome. Let me grab the mic for you. Woo! Here you go.
Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. That's like the coolest thing ever. You should have TV cameras in here. Oh, there are.
So, hey, that was awesome. Was that amazing mindset or what? So I want to get into that. Are you guys okay if we're gonna go a little bit longer? Yeah? Okay, good.
Yes, yes, yes. I feel like I know every single one of you. I don't want you to go home. I want you all to stay here and let's party tonight. Oh. I gotta come to a Kash party to get that done. It's unbelievable. No one's ever done that for me in my life. I had to get it from Kash. Wow. Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow. This is a cool dude right here. It's a cool dude and a good guy, and I felt that from him talking over the phone for the first time. Cool dude and a good guy.
I appreciate it.
I didn't say nothing about your smarts and intellects.
I know.
But, you know.
Which is I'm not. Which is true. Everybody knows that. But hey, in your movie, one of the things that the last part of it, when the interviewer was asking you, they said, "What's the biggest lie that people told you?" And you said that it's not that simple. So they told me that it's not that simple, and you said that was the biggest lie because it is simple. And when I heard that, I literally had chills in my body because I truly believe that. So can you kind of expand on that and what do you mean by that?
That's cool that you say that, and odd to me that you picked that out of all the scenes. Cause that was my worst moment. It wasn't my worst moment, but I'm surprised they went like that way and did it, because it's a little bit of a play on words. And if you don't catch it, if you're not on top of that, you lose it a little bit. Because the first time I heard it, I was like, what? Ben, what's that all about? But like you say, you just hit it on the head. And sometimes, like, Martin Scorsese is one of the producers on the movie, and Martin Scorsese says all the time, nothing's simple, basically. He says simple is hard, and it's true. Simple is hard. So I wouldn't have went down that road with what that scene went. But yeah, a couple people have said that to me too. And I don't know what to tell them, so I'll call you up. You know?
No, that's awesome.
They'll ask me. Vinny, what was that scene all about? Simple's not. Hold on a minute, I gotta call Kash. Kash.
That's awesome. Hey, when the accident happened and what happened to your neck, and everybody was telling you that you're not going to be able to box again, and everybody, even your dad and everybody you loved, and so what was going on in your head? What was going on in your brain that you said, you know what, no, I'm going to do it again? Because most people tend to listen to the people around them, but then you didn't. So what was going on in your head? What were you thinking?
I was just 29 years old. Let's see, that would make that 5 years ago. Oh, really? So I was 39 at 29, and you know, I just won the world championship again, and I'm sure a lot of you know when you feel like you're knocking on a coffin and you finally get out, and that's how I felt like winning that fight. Like everybody counted me out, you know, and I you know, tried to put that out of my head, and it's hard. You know, people telling you, reading in newspapers, on TV, they're saying things about you, and you know, I'm like going, you know, I still got it. I think, you know, I think I'm good. I'm world championship good, but I was getting my ass kicked, and I moved up 3 weight classes, and I finally win. I win the world title against a great guy. The guy I beat was undefeated in 30 pro fights, and you know, I beat him in a great fight, and then I break my neck, you know, days later in a car accident. I was just like, oh man, I'm not ready for this. I ain't going down like this. And yeah, I defied all odds, Cash. I wouldn't take no for an answer. It was basically that simple.
That simple. That simple. That is that simple. That's awesome. Hey, you know, one of the things we always talk about in our business, which I think it's the same thing in sport, so that we say that you have to have a strong why and you have to have a strong reason in order for you to win. Because when life knocks you down, if you don't have that reason to stand up again and go win, and you're just gonna give up. So, do you agree with me on that thing? And then what was it for you? What you know, when you got knocked down, what made you come up and all those kind of things? What were you thinking? What drove you?
The it factor.
It is the it factor, right? So I'm correct on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a lot of pride, and you know, I just wouldn't be denied. I wanted something so bad. You know, we heard the last speaker who was up here, the pretty chick. You guys are so cool. It's not even funny. This is ridiculous. This is my best. You're my best class ever. This is my favorite class. I want to come back here, and I want all of you to sit in the same seat that you sat in. I want to come back here at least twice a year. I can't believe that.
So what was your why? Was it your why greatness? Did you want it to just be somebody? And what drove you? Seriously.
I started boxing when I was 5 years old. I was 5 years old because I loved this guy called, not Roberto Duran, but him also, but Muhammad Ali. 5 years old. I loved him. I loved everything about him, everything about him, and I wanted to be that man. And then I started to like Roberto Duran. He was an animal in the ring, and you know, a little different with him and Ali. You know, it was much different. Both were real talented, but Duran was an animal, and Ali, you know, flow like a butterfly. You know, he don't say flow like an animal. Duran says float like an animal, punch like a ton of bricks. And I wanted to be like those guys. And when I lost, and I knew I knew I had more. I knew I shouldn't be losing. Like you know you have more. You want to connect with this person. You know, like there's more there for you to get. You gotta go get it. It's just as easy as that and as simple as that. You just gotta do it.
When you got into an accident, when you were practicing and everything, was this going on in your head at all? I mean, did you even think about that you'd be inspiring thousands of people? Was that part of your thinking at all, or no? When you were down, did you ever think it's gonna have the impact that it had today?
No.
You don't, right?
No.
So a lot of times
I just did it, you know, because that's what I had to do. That's what was great for me, and no matter what. And then after we started going, then I'm like, people be telling me, oh my God, Vinny, this is great. We'll make a movie about this, isn't that? I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I'd be like, yeah. I said, wow. I said, yeah, Tom Cruise is going to freaking play me too. That was that period when it happened. Tom Cruise was the man.
Wow. So, hey, you know, sometimes you have to understand this. When you got knocked down, what you have to realize, we talked about two things. We talked about being intelligent or having or the thinking that guys are intelligent. Intelligent, smart. The thinking that guys are intelligent is having common sense. So one of the things I want you guys to know is when you get knocked down, you have to understand that will at some point inspire somebody later on if you keep going. Does that make sense? And you don't want to share that with somebody right there because you don't want people to just feel bad for you. You want to share it later on, like where he is right now, because, see, he's inspiring because that bad thing happened to him, and then he overcame it and now inspiring thousands of people. Does that make sense? So you have to treasure that thing that you're going through, that struggle that you're going through. That's a good thing that happened to you, and Jeff talked about that yesterday, so that's awesome. Hey, you talked about when you were fighting with him, and then you went back at him, and then he's like, hey, loco, and then that's when you really knew that you got him.
Oh, yeah.
So that's, in sport, one of the things is, so I know when I played soccer, when I was playing with somebody, I always wanted to get into their head a little bit, and I know there's a factor when you intimidate the other person you're going against. So, and it's true, right? I mean, that's, see.
1,000%.
So you gotta have that little thing. So you gotta have that. You gotta build that confidence inside of you that when people see you, they're like, "Man, I'm intimidated with this person a little bit." You follow? So now you don't need to intimidate anybody here between us, but you need to intimidate the freaking industry, right? Because we're revolutionizing the industry, and we're gonna go after them. We're gonna be the largest financial services industry in the entire world, and I want them to be scared of us. Does that make sense? Yes. So hey,
you know that. It almost reminds me of the saying, and everybody's heard of it, always keep them on their toes.
If you guys could see, he has a will, right? You know, and our mentor, Greg Kapp, taught us that, you know, some people, they let their will to be broken. And it's a lot harder to get them back up. But you got to just believe in yourself over and over. And you got to believe, you know, I love what Lizzie just said. And she said, you know, I just wanted to prove other people wrong. Now I want to prove other people right that they believe in me. So we believe in you. I believe in you. Jeff believes in you. We really believe. And you gotta get your heart open and know that you're special. The moment you know and you realize that you're special, you're repairing that will. Does that make sense? Because I don't know if you want to say anything about that, but it's your will. I mean, this is one of the things I noticed. You just say it's that simple.
It's that simple. You got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself. I said it when I was speaking. It's not how many times you fall that counts. It's how many times you rise that matters. That says handfuls, and it's so true. It's one of the greatest sayings.
That is absolutely so true. So that's it, guys. You guys, is that awesome or what? You guys ready? Let's close this out. We have an award for you. So, hey, whoosh. So again, our theme is greatness. So we had this award made for you. So let me grab it for you real quick.
Oh boy. I hope I'm going to be able to get this home.
No, it's a little one. It's a little thing. So watch this.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool.
This is a video,
nice.
You know, from Apple that says, here's to the crazy one, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the one who see things differently. They're not found of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify them, or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is to ignore them because they change things. They push the human race. Wow. And while some may see them as crazy ones, we see genius because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the people who do. So we have your picture right here.
And I noticed my picture, and I noticed
Muhammad Ali's picture. And I knew you loved it, so that's what we got you.
You're
so
awesome.
Hey. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Yeah, can we take a picture with you?
Oh, hey. Mrs. Kash.
Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture with you here.
Way to go, champ. All champs. Way to go.
Thank you. بری چک واسش بنویس بقیه‌شو. چک 1500 تا. All right, you guys ready? We're going to go to next speaker. You guys ready? Let's go. Whoosh! Non-stop to the top. Huh. All right.
That cracks me up.
You're on.